I said this like a year or two ago, but man, I still don't like themed cafes in Japan. They're like collaboration cafes. The food,
because of the
food and drink is like a joke.
It looks good.
That's the thing is that I hate the fact that we're turning like food impractical. We're like, we're like, okay, well, we put a little, I went to the Square Enix one.
Oh, yeah.
And then they made me a latte. And I was like, this latte tastes really bad.
Yeah.
But they put a slime on it. So I guess now it's worth $9.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
There's only been, I've been to so many themed cafes because Aki loves going to them.
I know.
Because she makes content out of it, so it's understandable. But I think the only good one where I would actually go back for the food is the Kirby Cafe.
Oh.
And I know it's good because I know it's good because
the biggest Kirby fan.
No.
Says the Kirby Cafe has the best food.
It does.
What a coincidence!
It legitimately
Joey.
does, and I know I'm not the only one who thinks that because it was a temporary thing at fucking Tokyo Skytree, but now they made it a permanent thing. So you know, if a themed cafe turns permanent, that's how you know that the food is good. Yeah. Because if the food sucks, then people don't come back. There's like a novelty to it that's really short-lived. And once you've like experienced all the food and you've experienced that themed cafe's like, you know, style and everything, and you've grabbed all the fucking merch you can, because there's always a merch shop attached to it as well, then you're not going to go back.
I don't know, because to me, it's like the food itself is the art.
Yeah.
Don't draw all over my steak. Don't reassemble the carrots to look like a smiley face.
But I think that's why I like the Kirby Cafe, because the Kirby Cafe, they don't fuck around with the food. They fuck around with the cutlery. So like the plates are like certainly shaped in certain ways, or like the cups are shaped in certain ways. But the actual food itself is normal once you put it on a regular plate.
I don't know if I'm like a Scrooge or something. Just don't enjoy fun or whatever. But like, I just don't want people like making faces or shit out with my food. No, I don't want my food to be like a toy.
No, I get that.
I'm exactly the same way, where if I go to a themed something of like something I'm a fan of, then I don't want them to fuck around with the food, you know?
Right.
I just like, look, I'm here for a good time to enjoy the thing I like.
I'll buy the merch.
Give me like cool merch. Give me like cool exclusive merch that I can buy.
What better way to get one with the show than to digest the show?
Oh, dude, like fucking typical example is when we went to the Bucky exhibit, right? And I saw this poster that was like, oh, just down the block there is the Bucky Cafe, like a Bucky themed cafe. And my friend and I were like, because you know it was like hitting around lunchtime, like early afternoon. We were like, all right, let's go check it out, right? Let's go see the menu. And I saw the menu and I was like, this is the laziest attempt at a themed cafe ever. One of them was like Retsukayo's Napolitan pasta. And I'm like, what the? When does Retsu ever eat Napoleon pasta in fucking Bucky?
It's like they are really fucking stretching it. They're really stretching it to make it on brand.
It's Mickey Mouse's world famous lasagna.
Yeah, it was like one of them was like Yujiro's cappuccino, and it's like it didn't even have Yujiro's face on it. It was literally just a cappuccino.
$9.
And I'm like, what makes this Yujiro?
Yeah, that's the thing about so many themed cafes I've been to in Japan, where they have a dish on the menu that's just like, you know, fucking Rin's special curry from Fate Stay Night, and I'm just like, when did this happen? How is this on brand? Why did you just you literally just added a character to a random dish?
Yeah, exactly.
And you call it brand.
Oh my
God.
I find it like insulting. It's like you're insulting my intelligence.
Yeah, you're insulting my fandom.
Yeah,
by like, you think I'm just gonna buy this because you put this character on it. I'll take two, but
like if you had put the fucking like Napolitan pasta in front of me, I would have been like, oh, it's just a regular Napolitan pasta. Like, do you think though if they were like, but it's Retsukayo's Napolitan pasta, then I'd be like, well, fucking sign me up then. I'm gonna eat the shit out of this. Like,
this is why like when you go to like Wolfgang Puck's restaurant, he doesn't serve like fucking smiley faces on his steak. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want that. Like, I don't want this.
It's just like the steak just has like
if you went to a really nice restaurant, there's just initials burned into the steak. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? Is this a horse? Like, you branding it? Like, was it running away? Like, what's going on?
Like, this is our steak.
Yeah, like I just don't like that. To me, it's like, it's such. If a food is done well, it itself is so beautiful, and I'll pay for it, and it speaks more. But you know, just have the decor of the cafe. Have everything else be like
just
themed.
make it like
everything else but the food. Like, don't fuck with that.
Have cool cutlery, have a cool vibe, you know, have a cool aesthetic, you know, make it feel like you're at the place.
If it's Kirby, make it so that the toilet is Kirby and I can lift up his mouth. And I can sit and shit in Kirby's
right. But like, I think that's what I appreciated about the Kirby Cafe was that they didn't fuck around with the food. They fucked around with the cutlery, which you can then buy at the fucking merch store, right? So it's like, oh, cool. This is like a thing I can use in my kitchen, and it's like kind of neat and dope, and it doesn't have to. I don't have to make a fucking Kirby themed
you'll get
food,
to know
right?
if you come to Japan at some point. I'm sure there'll be tons.
Yeah, please. Like Kirby Cafe is great. But like,
there's always a bunch. They're rotating.
But like, you know, for me, especially if when it's like cafes, especially that are like paired with like exhibits or whatever, right? It's just like, just give me some good merch.
Didn't they have the Pineapple Pen Cafe?
Yeah, I went to
Did they actually?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
I made a video on it.
Yeah, you did, right?
Yeah, I made
How
a video.
long ago was this?
When was Pineapple Apple Pen been? Like 6 years ago?
6 years ago.
I think it was like 2016. Yeah, they made
That's how popular it was. They made a cafe.
They made a pop-up of Pineapple Apple Pen. I think it was at Tokyo Skytree or Tokyo Tower, whichever one it was.
Right.
But yeah, you go in and all of the menu items spelt out PPAP. You know, because that was the only.
That was it.
Yeah, they didn't even have any like pineapple or apple-based products, and I'm like, I feel like you really missed the ball here.
It's paprika, right?
It was like a pineapple apple pen burger, and I'm like, what does this have to do with pineapple apple pen?
With zero pineapple in the burger.
Yeah, no pineapple in the burger, no apple.
That's good though. I don't like pineapple burgers.
I don't mind it if it's done well, but like even then, it's like they couldn't even put the effort to do that, and it's like, oh, the thing I felt the most sorry about was the fact that, like, I looked at there was like two like clerks who were like standing behind the counter, and they looked so dead inside because Pineapple Apple Pen was playing on repeat in the store all day. I was there for like a couple of hours, and I was like, by like minute 20, I was like, I want to get the fuck out of here. Just shove a pen in my ear to just like blur out the sound. They looked so dead.
Well, that's kind of how I feel like all of the truck drivers who drive around like fucking Harajuku or whatever, and they have to drive around promoting these idols or whatever, or like the latest album.
Yeah, I think have we spoke about? I swear we've mentioned it. There's these trucks that drive around Japan where they'll play music. Really loudly.
They're called dekotora or decorative trucks.
And they just play music, and they're awful. They're awful.
It's basically just like a moving billboard, basically.
It's
basically.
Weird in Japan how you can't make noise in your own apartment, but anyone can make as much noise as they want on the street. It's really weird.
Yeah, right. Like someone can come around selling like hot potatoes and intrude our like streams.
And people running for government just scream in public.
Yeah.
It's just like, what year are we in? Where you don't you have like social media you could promote on?
No.
But no, I'm sure you're really connected with the youth of today by driving around a truck and screaming.
Like what do they expect for like everyone to come out of their houses? It's like, guys, honey, wake up! It's the new politicians in town.
I mean, even if it's older people, right? They're not going to get up to go outside to listen to you drive by.
Maybe that's why they're loud. Otherwise, they're not going to like hear it, right? So they just like broadcast. They broadcast it all the houses.
Honestly, probably.
We're going to make it through the hearing aids somehow.
Japan's in an interesting spot where like they have to, political people have to try and go towards the older generation.
Yeah.
So all the techniques they use seem like archaic as fuck. Yeah. But it's the only way they can get elected. Because if you're not in someone's letterbox, they're not getting on Twitter.
Exactly.
Weird, isn't it? Weird, isn't it? That like the whole political system is just catered towards.
What I just don't understand though is like, I'm sure they're like, being loud as fuck, right, on the street, so that again, as you were saying, like it can reach the old people's ears, right? Because a lot of people, as old age comes, naturally you become hard of hearing. Right. And yet these same old people can hear like the tiniest creak from upstairs and be like, oh my God, that's too fucking loud. How dare they walk so loud in my apartment? Meanwhile, I'm having a really hard time hearing this fucking politician on 17 megaphones just drive past my house. I need them to turn up a little bit louder.
Yeah. Well, I don't know are there any laws around like how much noise you can make in Japan?
Isn't it past 10?
Past 10, because
it's something like that. I don't know. Like
I don't know.
I feel half the time like people just don't follow those laws.
Yeah.
And there's like always exceptions to the rule. Like, you could have like a bunch of like how come, all these like loud ass bikes that like drive through like neighborhoods, not be fucking called on by the cops.